funny
Fun
things
week.
happened. I had a very interesting week. But no, when I was like 10, we took an RV up to Maine. Um, my dad drove it on the Belt Parkway though, and the bridge signs kept getting smaller and smaller to the point where we are at like 7.5 feet, and somehow that RV made it through without any damage whatsoever. So either they lie on the signs, or they lied about the RV's height, or we just got like divine intervention.
So I know this actually because I watch a lot of TikTok. What truckers will do is, um, in the middle of the bridge, that's the highest point. So let's say it does say 7 feet. Usually they're off by like 2 or 3 centimeters. So if it says 7 feet, could be wrong.
Speaking of truckers and bridges, like Metuchen has like 4 or 5 train track bridges in this tiny ass town, and I feel like once a month the truck gets stuck in it.
Kind of based. That's
It's
kind of
it's
based.
pretty funny when it happens unless you're stuck right behind it. The good thing is that literally almost anywhere I could park my car, walk home, and then come back later, which is pretty funny. I also just told that story to pigeonhole trains in a minute and 15 seconds.
Bro, I had to get that shit in there ASAP. I respect it,
I had
man.
to get it in early. So Conrad, I have a new phone.
Oh, you got rose gold?
I think it's just gold. That's the only one
That's
that they
rose
had.
gold. I know who you voted for.
Sure. What's it called? I had my old phone. It had been acting up recently. The battery was fried. It was at service level. Shout out capitalism. But the other day, it's just like I put it in my pocket after grocery shopping. I'm just like walking back. I got my AirPods in. I'm jamming out. I think I was either listening to Bruce Springsteen or Tame Impala at this time.
Dude, listen, average New Jersey guy right
Average,
here.
average New
Average
Jersey.
Jersey guy.
And then I'm like, fuck, I don't have my phone. So I turn around and it's literally on the road. And I'm like, oh no.
I thought you did that for real.
I did
No,
not do
that
that. That was
That's like
perfect timing.
That was
Um,
unfortunate timing.
That was so funny. So I walk back and I just like, dude, I'll send you a photo. The entire camera was just shot.
Oh shit.
Oh, R.I.P. man.
Rip the phone. However, shout out T-Mobile, because whatever plan we have, they will take your phone in whatever condition it is, as long as it turns on and it isn't water damage.
Shout out the Dominicans at T-Mobile, man.
Dude.
Big fan of their work. Love them. I love them.
I texted you a photo.
I saw the photo.
Dude, on my phone end, it's not like I'm getting Mint Mobile,
Nice.
but I'm changing from an iPhone to a Galaxy.
S25 Matt, S25 Ultra, S25 Ultra. That's what I'm getting, Conrad. Conrad, you're making the right decision. I'm being so for real. It is the best thing. I fucking love my Android. It is so much better. So much better.
I'm sorry, Noah.
Dude,
I feel like this was very controversial,
Dude.
and I needed to get it out
no.
there.
It's not.
Because-
You made the right choice.
Dude, you know when that green text comes over, you're like, really?
Nah, it's not gonna come over anymore. We're gonna have the blue text and it's gonna look nice.
I'm sorry, Noah.
Nah, fuck him. Fuck him. You almost got me, by the way, Noah, I'd like to say. With the iPhone propaganda, that November, if I had a little bit more money, let's say I had another paycheck coming in, I would have bought an iPhone. I was this close. You almost got me. Didn't work. By the way, this shit is hitting.
What's it called? I'll get you both back. Don't worry.
No, you're not. I'm getting the
Yeah.
S25 Ultra.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
be
I want.
so for real. This is the 16 Pro. This is the most fun phone of all time. Like, this is the most fun that I've had with a phone since the iPhone X.
Yeah, but your phone doesn't flip though.
I don't want my phone to flip. I'm not
Your
or
phone
a
doesn't
80-year-old.
flip. Your phone doesn't
Okay,
flip.
the only people that want their phones to flip are 4-year-olds or 80-year-olds. Okay?
Listen, that says someone whose phone cannot flip.
No, I don't want my phone to
Your
flip.
phone cannot flip.
I don't want a weird line through my phone.
There is no line. You don't see the line. That's a myth.
Sure.
That's
I
a
saw the
myth.
line.
That's
you have
a
to get,
myth.
You have
You're
to get
a
a
myth.
replacement. You have to get a
Oh, booger.
replacement within 2 years.
Within 6 months.
And you're getting a new one now, so that means that 2-3 phones in one
Hold
year.
on. I never said the flip was a good phone. This is an argument I have never made. I said Samsung is better, and I stand by that point.
No, they're
the
not.
Flip is not a good phone. It's cool. It's not a good phone. Conrad, don't get the Flip. S25 Ultra. Trust.
What is it? I'm going with like the basic.
Okay, just the
S25.
S25.
Just
S25.
basic. I'm at that point where I'm just kind of like, yo, it's the best deal. I'm just gonna go with it. I'd
Smart
rather
man.
Fair.
get a new phone and buckle in for the next few years.
I respect that.
Dude, I paid like $3.99 for this. It's pretty fucking fun.
Dude, that's not a bad
Total
price.
wine. Total wine and more. The and more part, man. Having a great time. Sugar, a little bit high. A little too high. 12 grams of sugar, it's not ideal.
Okay.
But we do have no fiber. Okay, that's not good. 5
Well,
grams
I mean,
added.
it's a drink. There's gonna be like fibers, like roughage,
Yeah.
right?
I know, but I feel like my Dr. Peppers have a solid amount of fiber. I don't know.
Dude, no.
It's 23 ingredients, man. One of them's got to be fiber.
Just like a mini wheat that gets put in.
Just
Just
grind
put-
it up with the rest of it.
Dude, they just put some oats in there.
That's where you get
Man.
that flavor from.
Dude, that's one of the 23. Barley,
And barley. Just like Cheerios.
a fiber 1 bar.
What was I gonna say? While we have Oliver on this planet, the one person who for sure has had a worse week than me, is Donald Trump. Because not only does he have a weird Wayne thing going on, not only did he embarrass himself and our country on Sunday at the World Cup final, the Wall Street Journal decided to do some actual
on.
reporting. The photo of him and Cole Palmer was
Shit was fucking hilarious.
one of the greatest photos to hit
I'm
the
sorry. I'm going to defend
I
him on
agree.
that. That was really fucking funny.
No, that I agree. See, that's what he's supposed to do, giving out awards and medals and stuff. He's not supposed to stay there and then.
No, he's not. But it was really fucking funny.
I for one am happy that he did it because more things to make fun of him for.
That's true.
But taking the actual trophy for himself and stealing a medal up there, pretty
Kind of
heinous.
based. Kind of based.
I mean-
No, that's fucked up. It's really fucked up. But
Like, bruh, what are we doing? Also, Gianni Infantino is a spineless coward. Not that needed to be said, but like, you know what? I
it's
guarantee
the sky blue.
there's corruption going on in FIFA again, and we can probably arrest all of these people again. So I think we should do that.
Before we get too deep into it, I want to show you my signed Jeb Bush card. I don't think I showed you all this. I paid
That's beautiful.
$3.99 for that.
eBay,
Hand signed. Yep.
nice. I got a Chinese Jokic rookie card on eBay yesterday for $5.
That's kind of sick, actually. That's kind of sick.
Because I was thinking, I was like, you know what? You got to buy low on some of these rookies. Get it,
That's what I did. I own 3 Elijah Vera Tucker rookie cards. One of them is signed.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But so I know y'all, Conrad, did you get a chance to read the Wall Street Journal article?
I did. It was very briefly because it's what
Very
is it?
long.
It's Taco Thursday. So we had 3 soft shell beef tacos for $6. So it was over dinner, but dude, that's nuts.
Right?
Like that's just
So-
creepy.
See. It's not shocking, though. I mean, this is information that's like, we don't have any direct proof, but like, this is like, dude, come on.
I think because I'm genuinely surprised that Wall Street Journal let this article run.
No, they're
Yes.
journalists.
They are journalists, but Wall Street Journal is owned
Rupert
by
Murdoch.
Rupert Murdoch. They've also not been great at doing their jobs lately. No one in print media really has been for a while. This is good old-fashioned reporting. Phenomenal to read. Not great, obviously. Not phenomenal that our president is a word that I won't say.
Sex pest.
Yep, there we go. I was gonna say the other one. But great
Freak.
reporting from the Wall Street Journal. Because I also think, like, I don't know if you guys had a chance to see like the little conversation he wrote in third person.
Yes,
I did
that
see
one.
that.
That was weird.
Really
feel like
fucking weird.
That proves that he himself wrote it because it's so stupid.
Oh, I think he definitely wrote it.
And I think drawing that little photo, because he wasn't the only one to draw a photo. The guy that founded Victoria's Secret, what a surprise, weirdo, also drew a little photo for Jeffrey Epstein. Um, you know who else was in the article who also wrote a letter? Alan Dershowitz,
That
which
yeah,
Hmm.
that adds up.
which adds
Yeah.
up. Obviously, like Trump lawyer, all of that. Also was part of O.J. Simpson's legal team. What a interesting
Dude.
career for Alan Dershowitz.
Alan Dershowitz, man, is he the one who was like, they made the documentary about him, and he outed himself for killing someone?
He that would track. I don't know for sure though. Um, but what an interesting guy. But what I
Alan
wanted to ask
Dorfman.
you guys is why do you think this hasn't gone away like every other MAGA story?
It's essential to their identity.
Exactly, it's the
It's
cornerstone.
since like Pizzagate, dude. Democrats are pedophiles who do like all this weird shit. This is the deep state. This is the deep
Exactly.
state they were worried about. And it's just kind of like, hey man, like be cool, release the files. Like it should be cool, right? And it's not cool. Like it's very obvious that something's in there that he doesn't want to be in there.
100%. I mean, you just hit the nail on the head, dude. This is the MAGA movement for a lot of people, like a lot of young people, man. That's like one of the first things is they learn about the Epstein files, and they're like, oh shit, he didn't kill himself. It was a political awakening for so many people in this country, and you can't just say, oh yeah, it never exists. Fuck you. That's gonna hurt you a lot. Like it's gonna fuck you. It's crazy that it's not gonna leave. It's just not gonna leave.
Yeah. Dude, like there's one of my friends, Susan and I's friends, just sent me like, yo, what we need to do is put him and Jeffrey Epstein on just billboards across the nation.
Dude, for real.
Like that's it. Like honestly, I don't think this is going away. And I don't think if they release him, like what's gonna happen? You can't really believe what's in there at this point. You know what
No.
I'm saying? Like,
And I think the thing that I've been shouting from the rooftops that they cannot do anything right. Everybody's been shouting. I can't take sole credit for it, but just the fact that they cannot do anything right. The fact that they decided to release that video a couple of days ago, and it took about all of 30 seconds for people on the internet to realize that this was edited, and they didn't even clear up the metadata to hide the fact that they edited a video in the year of our Lord 2025. Insane.
I mean,
And
again, this isn't. We're not dealing with a bunch of seasoned criminals, man. We're dealing with the fucking Trump White House 2.0. This isn't the Bush administration. They're not gonna be able to hide this shit, dude. This is fucking.
dude, it's bad. It's bad, dude.
I just the image. Remember when the White House brought in all of those right wing influencers like Jack Posobiec, Libs
Hmm.
of TikTok, all of these other people, gave them these big ass binders and said, "Oh, you have the Epstein files." Just thinking about that makes me so happy because this is case in point. If this is a watershed moment for MAGA in the United States of America, I hope these people realize that they've been being played since that man got off that escalator in 2015. He has been playing them.
And plus, as well as that too, I don't even think this is the moment where the skepticism began. I think you can point back to the Iran launches. People never liked that. Dude, MAGA was really split on those issues.
Hmm.
And this on top of that, plus all the backing of Israel and all that shit, people are really like just starting to see the light on Trump, which is kind of surprising, but it's the truth.
Even with Iran, right? Obviously, they're unpopular, but the government also lied to us.
Oh yeah.
They said that they fully destroyed these nuclear facilities, which if we're spending our tax dollars to go and we're putting people in danger to go attack these facilities, we should get clear reporting of what happened there, regardless of if it's a Democratic president or Republican president.
Exactly.
Um, we did not get that. In fact, they tried to fire someone at Fox News because she reported the correct information. That is how upset they were that they were not able to lie successfully.
Dude, this whole thing's so fucked up. They were bragging about the operational security of it.
Exactly.
Like they were
Yes,
bragging about
excellent.
the baseline stuff that should be there. They were just like, yeah, we
Like,
totally nailed it this time. We did the most basic thing about our job.
like,
Guys, nothing
Kept it
got leaked.
secret.
Let's celebrate.
let's go. 50 whiskeys for Pete Hegseth.
One for every bomb that we dropped.
One for every signal chat I added Jeffrey Goldberg into.
One for, I don't know. I'm too high.
Um.
Dude.
Shout out the CEO of Signal.
Oh, yes. Also, shout out the CEO of the other company, the guy that was at that Coldplay concert yesterday. Shout out to him.
Hey, shout out to him.
Dude.
Shout out.
That is you know who I
Wild.
really feel bad for in all these scenarios? Dude, the wife.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
definitely.
wife and husband.
Yep.
Both of them
Yeah.
were married.
Oh, both were married, the wife
Yep.
Yep.
and husband. Dude. Like, you gotta like go home and like what you do, man. Like that betrayal.
You know, what's wild too is if he doesn't like if they don't just like immediately like back down, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna pay attention or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It doesn't go viral the next day. You know, maybe someone in the stadium knows both people and is like, "Oh, this is weird." Um, but like, it does not go viral on the internet if they don't just literally act like there's a nuclear strike coming.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. It's wild.
And then the one lady in the back who works with both of them just like so awkward. Ah, just perfect, perfect moment. I think the internet needed something funny like that.
Dude, for real.
Um, Also, do you think that Elon caught all of this Epstein stuff to come back to the level that it has? Like, do you think Elon ends up coming out of that little tussle as the winner because he caused this?
Hold on. Another question. Do you think Elon's the reason all this shit is coming out right now?
He does control the internet.
I mean, I think so.
I think so. I know that a lot of like the MAGA people and not the tech bros, right? They were like, "Oh, see what happened? His stock price went down. He's out of the government. He tried to fight Trump, and no one can fight Trump. He had the guts to do it because he has the most money in the world, but even he couldn't do it." And I think that just shows how short-sighted MAGA is. I think Elon's playing the long game here.
I think Elon Musk is mentally challenged
Oh,
and does not know
100%.
what he is doing. But I think he was smart in this one instance.
Yes, I agree on all counts. God, it's just wild to me that this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Bro, it's fucking hilarious, man.
It's it's hilariously frustrating though.
Mm-hmm.
How many years was dude, I just feel like our entire not existence, but like worldview, you got to think like not like being a healthcare worker. Dude, I have heard these people just like jam down, I don't want to say my throat, like Dems are pedos, you guys are gross. Nurses and doctors are in on the conspiracy with like COVID-19, like all this stuff. Everybody's, I think, impacted differently with different issues, but those were kind of the two where I was just like, dude, like, you
Right.
know what kind of person I am? I'm not conspiring to like traffic children, nor would anyone I would willingly vote for, knowingly
Mm-hmm.
vote for.
Yep.
You know what kind of person I am.
The Dims messaging. We don't touch children, but they do.
You run on that next. You run on the Epstein
Unironically,
files next year.
unironically, that's not a bad message.
Literally, he has handed his own message that I am running to expose the deep state. He has handed that to Democrats,
The most transparent government in American history.
and
That's
they.
what he
I
ran on.
guarantee you, Caroline Leavitt lied to us about his actual health condition too.
Oh, of course. Dude, he's a piece of shit.
Guaranteed that that is not the actual truth, and someone should probably go investigate a little bit more. Um,
What do you think it is?
I think the condition, like just looking at him, all of that, like I think it is the right condition. I just
Hmm.
think I don't trust them to give us all of the information that we deserve to know.
Remember Mitch McConnell had the same issue a couple years ago, and look where he's at now. I mean, dude, blood clots are no fucking joke, right?
No.
Conrad, you would know more about this than the both of us.
Venous insufficiency is like your veins have a hard time getting the blood back to your heart, so it just pools. So it makes me think, like, does he have some sort of heart condition? Like, is the pump not strong enough to circulate the blood through, right? Your heart's a
Yeah,
pump. So if your pump isn't strong enough, like heart failure, that's where I'm thinking, like, if it's anything more severe, maybe it would be something like heart failure.
dude, and I mean, I don't know if y'all remember this, but you remember he got COVID. The motherfucker almost died. I mean,
Yeah.
like, they
Oh,
were,
really? Like he was on
yeah.
oxygen,
Oh my
right?
God, dude. It's one of the fun facts that they never reported on very much. Donald Trump was 30 minutes away from being put on a ventilator. They had Mike Pence fly over to Walter Reed to swear him in as president. People, they never reported on this. This is real. Mike Pence was this close to being sworn in. His COVID was a lot worse than people expected because he was at Walter Reed for 5 days.
Yeah, he was.
Actually, funny story about that too, by the way. Me and my grandma and my sister, we were getting hamburgers at BGR in Bethesda, Maryland. R.I.P. By the way, great burger. But it was right next to Walter Reed. So I told my grandma, I was like, hey, it's cool if we drive by Walter Reed. I want to see all the Trump people because I'm from Washington D.C. This is like a fucking spectacle to me. I'd never seen any Trump people before, so I was like, let me go see these guys. So we're waiting in traffic for like 30 minutes. It's just not moving. And it's Walter Reed. That specific area of DC always has a lot of traffic, but it's just a lot more than normal. Apparently, when we were waiting, Donald Trump did his little spectacle in the fucking in his motorcade. Remember where the one he just drove around Walter Reed? He did that shit. That's why it took so long.
That's so funny.
Also, do you want to know what the original plan with that was?
What?
So what Donald Trump wanted to do was he wanted to fake having a heart attack, roll the window down, fake having a heart attack. He was gonna like grab his chest and then rip his shirt open to have the Superman logo on his chest.
There's no way.
Dude,
That's one. It's real. You can look that shit up.
holy shit.
Like,
That's
no,
what he-
I know. Dude.
That's what he
No.
wanted to do.
He's such a wrestler.
Dude, he is. Listen, I loved him in WWE.
Of course he did.
I always wanted to go to a Donald Trump Raw because there were $100 bills falling from the sky, and I was like, I want to go.
Yeah,
I want me $100 bill.
fair. 100% fair.
Okay, let's get back on topic.
No, you're good. I think, you know what? That's very valuable information because I did not know that. I do
Okay,
remember when he got COVID, though. Shout out Shams for breaking that.
Bro, fucking October 1st at 4 a.m.
Shams for
I have COVID. That was the funniest fucking day of Twitter. I swear to God.
Queen dying was also up there.
That was pretty funny. But I think Trump getting COVID is easily my
That was
favorite.
also pretty up there.
That was my favorite.
I'm gonna be honest.
Election
sad-
night 2020.
Election night 2020, January 6th, 2021 is up there on
Bro,
Twitter.
dude, my friend Anthony, they wanted him to work at the McDonald's next to the Department of Education that day. He's just walking to work. He's like, I can't get around this crowd. Where do you want me to go? And he just never showed up.
Fair.
He also worked at McDonald's during that time. You remember when the National Guard came into DC?
Yeah.
So McDonald's wanted to do a whole press event where they were like, hey, we're feeding the troops. We're doing our thing. So my friend Anthony, just hating life, was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm getting paid overtime. Let me go feed these troops. So he just goes over, and they're just like giving him bags of food given to these troops. And he was like, it was the shittiest day of his life.
That's so funny. Dude, before the election in 2020, my friends were over, and we're just like roaming around Philly having a great time. There are cops lined up and down every street in riot gear.
Dude, yeah, the same thing in DC. It was really funny.
That shit, like, everything was boarded up. Like,
Yep.
What a wild time to be alive.
We would have rioted, man. We would have rioted if Biden lost. We rioted with Biden. Riding to jail if he lost. That wasn't a good joke.
It's okay.
I'm going to get another one of those drinks sooner or later.
As you should.
This one was only 4 milligrams. I got 10 milligram ones, too.
Oh,
I like how we had the same reaction there.
My plan is after this I'm gonna go swimming.
Nice. That
Not as
sounds
strong
fun.
of a swimmer as Conrad, but like we're a
I was,
pretty good swimmer.
there we go. There
I
we
think
go.
I think in this group, I'm gonna be so for real. I'm the number 2 best swimmer here. Noah, shout out you. You own a pool. I am a very good swimmer. Not as good
I
as you though.
I yeah. As of right now, probably you let me lock in for like 3 weeks, I'll be good to go.
If you're locking in for 3 weeks, I'm locking in for 3 weeks too.
Okay.
I'm
Fair
very
enough.
graceful in the water for someone my size.
I am not graceful at all. I just get to where I need to go.
Brother, I get to where I need to go in style.
Okay.
This man Conrad though,
Yeah, he's
insane.
insane.
Unit.
You
Product of Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
he
Yep,
got
IUP.
IUP.
Conrad might have that compound we in him.
Dude, I think he does. Conrad got that. I don't know what he got, but he got
Oh,
something.
really quick. See, I watched season 1 of The Boys in about 2.5 days.
Good show.
That shit was so good. Probably the only show that I was able to withstand that much blood for. But Conrad, if you haven't watched it, it's very the real world implications are very similar to Andor.
Okay, okay, that's the one with Homelander, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I've seen like a few episodes in passing. I didn't really pay attention, so it's one I can definitely revisit and
It's dude.
and get through. I remember like last year or 2 years ago when it was done, or is it done?
I don't think there's one more season coming out. They have a couple spin-off series.
But wasn't it like conservatives were upset at the show
Yep.
because they were the bad guys?
So
Dude, yeah.
the entire premise from season 1 is to make fun of conservatives in the United States of America. Homelander is literally designed to be a competent version of Donald Trump.
Okay,
Homelander, by the way, the comic
okay.
books fucking suck. Do not read the comics.
Okay. I was
Like
gonna ask you
genuinely,
that, actually.
yeah, the source material was dog shit. It's like Forrest Gump. I bet. By the way, Conrad, another tangent. Forrest Gump book. What the fuck is that? If y'all want to read a crazy book, the Forrest Gump book. I'm not gonna spoil too much. He has a fucking pet orangutan that's his sidekick who knows sign language. He goes to space. He gets stuck on a cannibal island. He's racist. It's a weird book. It's a weird book.
Dude, that's wild. That's absolutely wild.
funny,
That do you know Mr. Deeds, the old Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen that? Dude, that was a book.
Ooh,
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I might need fact checked on that, but I'm pretty sure it was a book.
that's wild. Interesting. But no,
So- Jeffrey Epstein.
oh, I was gonna say, Conrad, in the tagline on Amazon Prime for season 1, it literally says "Make America Super Again."
Nice.
Oh, once you get more into the show, man, you're gonna see
I
it
took a 1-day break. I will be locking back in today
Let's go.
as you
for
should.
season 2. For season 2, everybody should go watch it. It's phenomenal. And it's once again great example of conservatives not realizing that everybody's making fun of them.
Dude, like what's going to happen at this point? Like what do you think
So-
happens?
I read a really cool article in the Atlantic this morning talking about why the Jeffrey Epstein thing has had staying power, whereas with every other issue, whether it's the big beautiful bill or Elon or literally anything else, MAGA always comes back into the fold, whether it's influencers online, Congress people, or just, the dickheads on the internet. They always come back into the fold. They are not doing that with this. In fact, they're getting more and more outspoken as this goes. Because I do think, and why I think this also aligns with his health diagnosis, I don't think he has the energy to quell these things anymore. He is not good at it anymore.
Okay, I disagree with that. Because he did it this year. I think the problem with this is what we mentioned earlier is it's
That too. I just
such
think
a
it's a
such a pivotal issue with MAGA, and they're just fucking pissed. Like he's not gonna lose the MAGA grandmas, but He's gonna lose young people. He's gonna lose independence. He's gonna
He
lose.
was never gonna lose the My Pillow buyer.
No.
No, he's never gonna lose that base, but the coalition that they built together to win last year, the Tech Bros, Maha, all of those people,
Yeah.
those people are gonna be gone.
Oh, for sure.
And almost as importantly, the groups of people that did not vote for Democrats, those people are gonna come back into the fold for Democrats because we're gonna have our shit together.
Hopefully. Listen, man, don't underestimate our ability to fuck things
I
up.
I agree. We do always find a way to kill ourselves. I will say with the messaging around the big beautiful bill and the messaging around now Epstein, um phenomenal because while they're hammering him for the Epstein thing, they're also making people aware of what the state of Texas is trying to do.
Oh
And
Mm.
yeah, dude. That one. That's actually great messaging by us.
and the fact that California is like, okay, cool, if you're doing it, we're doing it. Phenomenal.
Like 11 states have come out and said we're gonna. If you
Good.
guys do this, we'll do
Redistrict
this
the
too.
heck out of New Jersey,
New
please.
Jersey, that's the big one. There's no reason we should have three Republican seats. I mean, we should. It
Exactly.
should be all Democratic.
There's
Maryland, there shouldn't even be one seat in Maryland. Um, what is it? Illinois, we can probably gerrymander the whole
New
state.
York.
New York's the big one. They won't do shit though. They suck. They're incompetent. Minnesota though, Tim Walz can get that shit through. Wisconsin, at least make that more fair. I can keep going,
yeah.
but just
They
think
can.
about that though.
They have
It's about
because
time.
yeah. We
Exactly.
we are finally fighting back.
Dude, if we want to be real bitches, Oregon, that would be the funniest one because Western Oregon fucking hates the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
They literally want to secede to join Idaho because
Of course
they're
they do.
like, oh, we're only controlled by two cities that vote Democratic. The rest of the state is so Republican. It's like, well,
The
fuck
people
you.
and the money are. See, I think obviously where there's more people, I think everybody knows electoral college is stupid.
Yeah.
I do think if they split these districts by money, they're never getting a Republican Congress again.
No, I think they would. I think you just make it a fucking fair map. I mean, just do
Yes.
federal or expand seats. I think would be another good idea.
They need to expand seats. They need to
Because
expand seats.
I like to think of Erie as an example.
Dude, I fucking hate it, man. Like
Erie should have its own congressional seat.
Mike Kelly doesn't do jack shit for us.
No.
And
Dude,
also,
back in 2018, him and like DT, maybe it was 2018, maybe it was 2020, like the campaign trail, something like that. It was Mike Kelly and DT, and DT comes up and he's like, Mike tells me you guys want sand for Presque Isle, and I was like, dude, motherfucker, like we don't need sand, we don't need
We need
sand,
sand.
we need
it's
fucking
just
like
like
jobs,
the city of Platteville building the pool.
dude. Vote pool,
What pool?
scooters, vote pool.
Scooters. Conrad, that's how you win. Beat Daria Devlin. I know she just won, but like I know she just won, but give it a shot.
Yeah,
Dude,
honestly, she didn't hop on the pod. Conrad, you should primary her next time.
Yeah, Conrad, we're gonna fix that.
dude, I don't know. It's been interesting up here with Erie politics. There was an incident a few weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it. A parole officer shot an African American.
Oh.
Like, and no, I think everybody's supposed to wear a camera. The parole officers weren't. The dude was set to like get off of his probation or whatever in 2 weeks. I don't know. Like, no one really knows the full story, but like the fact what's come out isn't con it seems incongruent with like the truth. So, but like we don't know what happened,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of organic dialogue now happening between, I would say, more progressive people in Erie, your party in Erie, and also like different coalitions like the LGBTQ, the
Mm-hmm.
African American community. Like Susie and I went to something today where it was just like a panel of black citizens just talking about their experience in a question format, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just like, holy fuck.
I think that's what Democrats and Republicans alike that go to Congress don't recognize the nuances that exist in their districts. And the ones that do are really, really good at maintaining their seat and doing their job. And the ones that don't, a la Mike Kelly, he'll keep his seat because the district is just drawn up in such a way. But he's never going to be truly accepted by the wider scope of people in that county and in that district.
Dude, we just lose so much. Even like our county executive, we lose so much because they siphon money out of the city intentionally.
Yeah.
Like that's where the wealth is generated. We have a Fortune 500 company downtown. We have two huge, not huge, but they're big regional hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Our workforce is there,
Yeah.
and like everybody cannot. It's frustrating, man.
Mm-hmm. 100%. I think that's why, even someone like Shapiro in Pennsylvania, like, there's still work to do there with how local politics works on a state level. I just think that where we are now as a country is a result of people's votes being silenced and people's resources being taken away from them over a multi-decade span.
Yeah, it was always like it was never they the bad forces that be did a really good job of gradually clawing stuff away from the people so they wouldn't notice.
Exactly.
But all of a sudden now, as soon as like I don't want to say you're awake, but as soon as you see it, dude, Erie's blighted. Nobody can what happened?
I'm so sorry to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
Trump just caved and ordered Pam Bondi to release some files.
Some files.
Some. Based on the ridiculous amount of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein, I've asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. The scam perpetuated by the Democrats will end right now.
Yeah, they're gonna be fake files.
Yeah. And it's going to make it worse.
By the way, I was pissing. I got your comment. We're okay. Keep that
Okay.
in the pod.
Fair enough. Sorry to cut you off there, Condor, because I know we were talking about something serious, but
Huge.
that is pretty big. Because I think if they are in fact fake files, which I'm 99% sure they will be doctored. I think people will figure it out because now every single person that has an inkling of conspiracy theorists in them is sitting here, and there's a lot of fired people with grudges that will be willing to sift through things and figure it out.
Dude, I can't believe no one has come forward with any sort of like paperwork.
I'm shocked.
I think, these files
I
are gonna be full of shit, man.
The files are gonna be full of shit. I will say, like, if I'm someone that actually experienced what happened there, I probably wouldn't want to say because it's not gonna go over well for that person. Like, we've seen what happened. Like, we saw what happened with the Diddy trial. Like, this country is abysmal. Like, it is deplorable how we deal with things of that nature. Um, so I understand that. I think that someone should get Ghislaine Maxwell in a room and talk to her
Dude,
before, God forbid anything happens to her.
I think is another thing too. The that New York article, man. That Wall Street Journal article really probably pushed them over the edge to release that. There's more shit like that in the chamber.
Oh, there's probably so much in the chamber.
Also, James Comey's daughter, she just got fired. She was the lead prosecutor on the Epstein case.
Yep. Why would you? He Watergated himself. He
Yeah,
fired
he
the lead
did.
prosecutor.
He fucked himself,
You
bro.
never fire the lead. You learn, Donald. You should learn some things.
Also, like another thing too is how fucking stupid is he? Like genuinely, how fucking stupid are you? You're gonna release him now? No one's gonna fucking believe you. No one. They're gonna be like, you're just releasing them to fucking get shit off your back. No, I don't believe you. You're full of shit. If they don't, here's the thing: if they don't say exactly what people think they're gonna say, he's full of shit. And guess what? They're not gonna say exactly what he thinks they're gonna say. Also,
No.
Pam Bondi's gonna come out and say, "I don't want to release them," and then she's going to get fired, and then Donald Trump's going to put in like Matt Gates, and Matt Gates is going to be like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on with these Epstein files, but guess what? They don't exist." I don't know why he's Southern, but that's what's going to happen.
Yep. And it's just gonna. They're not gonna. They do not have the skill necessary to get to dig themselves out of this hole.
They're not smart.
And I think the economy. There, we can talk about this later. There are no good signs for the economy, regardless of what the stock market does. Um,
So I'm on Kalshi right now. I'm tryrying to see who's most likely to
the
get fired.
the bill is going to start hurting people very soon.
Oh,
By the
dude,
times
yeah.
by the time midterms roll around in a year and a half, bro, Steve Bannon said it himself. 40 seats in the House. And
Hmm.
things have gotten worse since he said that.
Pam Bondi just crashed her odds to be first fired.
Ooh, what are they?
12. And they're all neck and neck.
Wait, 12% to be next fired?
Hold on, let me see. Number one is still Pete Hegseth, Tulsi Gabbard, Pam Bondi.
Well,
My money is still on Kristi Noem, brother. I still think Kristi Noem's got a shot.
I'm gonna throw some on Payne Bondi.
Pam Bondi at those odds actually aren't bad at all.
$2 for $14 payout. I'm gonna test the waters there.
That's not bad. Yeah, honestly, I should sell my fucking. I'm gonna sell my Kristi Noem. How much do I have on Kristi Noem? I don't think I have.
This feels a little morbid. Whenever I go on Kalshi and bet on the downfall of someone or something, I feel a little bad.
Okay, so we're not gonna sell our Kristi Noem, but we could sell our AOC and be up a whole dollar.
A
I'm going to actually sell that.
they have bungled this entire situation so badly.
It's disgustingly impressive.
How stupid they are.
Dude, I mean, and you can't look away because it is a train wreck.
The American public, okay, well, due to the Kardashianification of America, the OJ trial, Madoff, everything. Well, we can't, JFK, obviously, the government hiding something, a deep state, money involved, um, sex involved. It has everything that you want in a scandal. This is the greatest reality TV show out right now.
I know, and Donald Trump knows it better than anyone else. Americans love a good sex scandal, especially with the president. So, why the fuck is he shocked that we're still interested in this?
And I think this is why I think that there's something off with how he would normally handle something like this, even like, 2 years ago, how he would handle conspiracy around him versus now. I think he is a very overworked, overtired human being who is not doing great health wise.
No.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
and I think, like we predicted, and like people rightfully said with Joe Biden too, whether good or bad, this is the downfall of electing an 80-year-old to become president.
Do you think after this experience with back-to-back like old guys who are probably way too old to be elected president, there would be support for some sort of like legislation or amendment to be like, yo, if you're past like a ceiling for the presidency?
So I don't think there'll be that. I think both sides are just going to run a lot younger candidates.
Yeah.
And I think over time we will just have much younger people serving in Congress and the presidency, and then I think we'll get an amendment like that passed.
Dude, we need that right now. We just
So,
need fucking young people.
no, I agree. We definitely need young people. I don't think, though, unfortunately, we could ever get an age restriction passed. That's just unconstitutional.
That is a little
But,
ageist.
yeah, but I do think the Congress is going to look a lot younger. And, fuck it. If y'all don't mind segueing into
Yep.
the young people, Deja Fox, man. I think people do want young candidates, but Deja Fox is not that person. Why do y'all think Deja Fox lost? I mean, I have my ideas, but let's see what you guys have to say.
So
Dude, I didn't really follow it that much. I just think it was a lot of hype.
yeah. So me and Oliver talked about this. I think she's someone we've talked about it ad nauseum. Someone with a very good stump speech, like phenomenal stump speech, really good energy on social media, really good at raising awareness about her candidacy, all of that. I think she was a DNC plant. I think that this is someone that they really wanted to
I
win
agree.
because uh, some of this is stolen. Some of this line of thinking is stolen from a conversation that me and Oliver had earlier today.
Yes, it is.
Um, but I also think they were like, okay, we'll have a so-called progressive in our back pocket. And I think this was their first attempt to like manufacture these progressive candidates. Because in reality, according to sources that we know, no policy positions on your website is a very good sign that you're working with Democrats,
The
with the
DCCC.
DNC
I think
and the
as well
DCCC.
too. I genuinely do believe Deja Fox could have been a plant. I mean, just everything checks out. She ran the exact same campaign Kamala ran. No policy. We're just going to straight up talk about my background and identity, and that's such a DNC candidate, DNC fucking run campaign to me. As well as that too, just she had no experience. You're trying to run as a progressive versus a known name progressive in the area. I'm sorry. It's like, okay, let's say hypothetically Joe Crowley dies. Yeah, run as a progressive. That is a moderate seat. But no, it's not going to work. What happened, Noah?
He's suing Rupert Murdoch.
Based.
Oh shit,
They're going to.
He's so mad. He's
dude,
so
this is
mad.
this is it.
Wait, hold up. He sues Rupert Murdoch. Fox News goes on the offensive.
No, they're not. They're not going on the offensive. They're not going on the offensive against Trump. They remember the last
We
time
can
that happened. It didn't work well for them.
we can
Because they
dream,
didn't.
Oliver.
We could
No,
We
you
can
dream.
can't.
dream.
No.
Yeah. I'm just
No.
saying this is all theoretically possible because it's two very old rich white guys arguing with each other, so anything's possible.
That's true, but they're going to pick Trump over Rupert.
I mean, Rupert's their boss. He controls their money.
Yeah, but Trump controls all their money. That whole network is the Trump network, brother.
It is. I fully agree with you on that. I also think that
Look at the numbers post January 6th.
oh, for sure.
Post election
Dude,
2020.
but
They're
see,
not going to touch it.
that's also every news network in America though.
Specifically with Fox. When Fox
No,
said,
I mean,
hey, the election wasn't stolen, and then literally all the Trump supporters went to Newsmax.
Sure, they came back though because that's Newsmax is harder to find, and these are old people that only can remember one or two channels up there in the clicker.
Well, yeah, exactly. But they're still not going to go back, brother. They're a Trump
I
loyalist.
just I think
Dude, I think everybody's a free agent right now. They're gonna eat each other. They're gonna eat
yeah,
each other.
they're actively eating each other alive.
Dude, like you cannot threaten Elon Musk and his like his money, his business empire and think he is going to take that lying down.
That's true. I will agree.
Like same thing with Rupert Murdoch. Like you think he's just going to be like, "All right, man, I'm going to be just like ABC?" Dude, he has the ability just to go all in on the Epstein. Dude, what's up?
I'm
What's
so
now?
sorry. In his Truth Social about this, he said, "I thought Mr. Murdoch would take care of this article, and obviously he didn't have the power to do so." So
Bro,
he
you
openly
know
just
what?
admitted to trying to silence his article about him and his connection with Jeffrey Epstein.
Hunter Biden laptop. Hunter Biden laptop. You piece of shit. You can't have your cake and eat it too. The Hunter Biden laptop exists. This has been something these fuckers have been talking about for the last 5 fucking years. It is the stupidest fucking thing. There was nothing on the laptop. They're just mad that they got silenced. Donald Trump now is mad that they're reporting a story. He wanted it silenced.
Tough shit, Sherlock.
If Rupert Murdoch isn't a pussy, he's gonna fucking fight this and not settle. Fuck ABC, fuck CBS, fuck
Yes.
NBC, fuck the Des Moines Register.
Yes. Did y'all see that Stephen Colbert is leaving?
Yeah.
His show sucked. But it's a damn shame.
I never really
Why?
watched it.
You know
I
why
just
he's leaving? Because CBS is a
CBS
bunch
is-
of bitches.
yes. Exactly. Exactly. I think CBS has been like the most brazen.
Dude, they all suck. They all
They-
fucking suck.
This is why we need news media that is not explicitly for money.
The Daily Wire. Shout out Ben Shapiro.
Shout out Brett Cooper.
Shout out. Is she on the Daily Wire still?
No, she's on Fox now.
Exactly.
I I just
Noah,
y'all.
given the opportunity, the Daily Wire comes up to you like, listen, we're trying to diversify our portfolio. We love your show. How much to be on the Daily Wire? Be a Daily Wire superstar.
If you give us 2 mil a year each, we'll
Yeah,
go
no,
over. To,
fuck that. All
yeah,
my morals are gone.
we'll go over to the Daily Wire.
We will be. I will wear a Daily Wire shirt in public. I'll be like, I love my boss Ben Shapiro. He's a good guy. God bless Israel, and let's make sure that we get those
No,
guys.
but I will see. We'd go over. We would do the Pat McAfee thing, where like you go over and you do not change a damn thing, even though they want you to.
Yeah.
That would be the plan.
Well, we
Oh,
would get fired if we criticized Israel.
speaking of ESPN, I guess I brought up Pat McAfee. Did y'all see Shane Gillis yesterday at all at the ESPYS?
He wants to be Norm Macdonald so bad.
He crashed and burned so
He wants to
hard.
be Norm Macdonald so bad.
You can't be, bro. I see. I've always thought he was overrated. Yesterday was kind of just like cherry
He
on
had
top of the
some
cake.
good jokes, I think, but you're 100% right.
The
He's bad.
so I think the WNBA joke.
That one was funny.
That one
was funny.
was a well executed joke because I think you're just playing the audience as a fool. You're not disrespecting like women's basketball or anything like that. You were just like, you guys will clap for anything, and I think that's really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Um, everything else was not funny.
I need you to enlighten me on a few of the
Um, so like it's jokes that you're probably gonna think are funny, but like did not land whatsoever. Because I think if Shane Gillis makes this joke in front of a CPAC audience, these people will laugh.
No,
If Shane
almost
Gillis,
okay. I
so
am a
because
Shane Gillis fan, kind of.
I like tires. I like some of the stuff that he's done. If he's on a podcast with someone that I like, I'll like if he hops on Stavros' podcast, I will probably give it a watch because it would be really fucking funny. I just think that there are better comedians out there who know how to play a room and not flat, crash and burn at their
Oh yeah.
biggest. Like he talked about Juan Soto, like he made a Juan Soto deportation joke.
Oh god.
Oh,
Like bro,
dude.
that's dog, right? Right. Um he made a Trump shooting joke. That one got a couple giggles here and there, but not really. A lot of it was just like I don't know if you guys watched the Tom Brady roast at all, but they gave Joe Rogan they gave Dana White the mic for like a minute, and he tried to make these really like offbeat cancel culture jokes, and he was like, "Oh, what? No one's laughing." Like he crashed and burned so hard because he was trying so hard to be this edgy comedian, and I think Shane
Hmm.
tried too hard yesterday.
He did. He wants to be Norm Macdonald.
Like Pat McAfee hosted it. Like he was very funny when he hosted it. None of this shit needed to be said. Same thing when Steph hosted it. He was objectively hilarious. I also think we gotta let athletes host the ESPYS
I agree. Jalen
because
Hurts. Give Jalen
I
Hurts some more painkillers.
I don't think Jalen would do it because he is too. I don't think he would do it.
He was very funny.
Jason Kelsey, on the other hand, let Jason
He's a
Kelsey
little
host the
played out.
ESPYS.
He's a little played out.
I don't think so.
Remember after the Eagles Rams game when Jalen Hurts like broke his fucking ankle and he was like high as shit off of painkillers and he was like, "Go Eagles, fly Eagles, fly!" And I was like, "I love you, Jalen. I love you, bro." He was
Beautiful.
so high. He was having so much fun.
Aaron Rodgers off a perk.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers off a perk. That Aaron Rodgers joke was really funny though.
I forget what the Aaron Rodgers one was.
It was like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is anti-vax. He's like, this is terrible for me. It could be terrible for my career. And then he proceeded to go to the Jets.
That's just good comedy right there. See,
This is true.
we need more of this. Like, remember when Drake, when he was hosting them, said that Kevin Durant was going to join the U.S. gymnastics team?
No.
Dude, that is one of my favorite jokes because Katie was in attendance and he wasn't happy. Like, they literally put up like the My Next Chapter graphic from when he went to the Warriors. They put that shit up for him going to the U.S. women's gymnastics team.
Oh, wow.
Like, that shit was so, like, Peyton hosted it and he obliterated some people. Shout out Peyton Manning.
Jalen Hurts.
Anything else?
I'm watching the Eagles versus Rams playoff game highlights. I'll go get me another one of those seltzers.
All right, go grab a seltzer. We'll take a little halftime break.
Nah, I'm good right now. All right.
Oh, never mind. I got all excited for
Pulled a
nothing.
Marcus there.
Pull the Marcus there.
Dude, I just why do we have to choose this path?
Well, Kamala Harris wasn't charismatic enough, and Democrats are, well, frankly,
Stupid. People didn't like Kamala Harris's laugh, so they forgot about the fact that Donald Trump hung out with 9-year-old girls on an island with Jeffrey
Like,
Epstein.
dude, this was out, right? This was out a number of
yeah.
years ago. That's what I don't understand. Like just blue collar dudes, like the dude didn't pay his contractors.
You know that Donald Trump, there's an article that came out. I don't remember. I saw Crystal Ball talking about it, though. There's an article that came out basically saying that Donald Trump, when he was about 50, dated a 20-year-old sex trafficking victim. And it was like,
Hmm.
dude, this checks out. No one's reporting it, of course, because they're scared of him, but
Yeah. Um, Cory Booker just said Cory Booker just connected the Epstein stuff to the judge that they tried to confirm today,
mm,
saying that Donald Trump just wants to stack the court with creeps like him to make sure that he doesn't get in trouble for any of this.
dude, he hasn't been
Connect
appointing that many judges, Trump, right?
No, but he tried to appoint someone as a appeals court judge who is someone that has worked as a personal lawyer for him.
I saw that. Did he,
And
how did that go? Did he get it?
I don't think so because I think the Dems walked out because Cory Booker was speaking and the Republicans kept interrupting him.
Mm.
So then they just all staged a walkout. But dude, it's not because also realistically, and while I hate them, the Lauren Boeberts and Marjorie Taylor Greens of the world are very good at whipping up like the ultra MAGA faction into shape.
March
And
Taylor
it's
Greene in particular, I don't think Lauren Boebert's great at it.
Lauren Boebert lost a lot of credibility when she was, blowing someone at a movie theater with children present.
What were they saying?
Dude,
God,
dude, that just like blows my mind. That just blows my mind. Like
This is the
she's
party where
jerking
children
someone off at a Beetlejuice fucking musical.
Yeah, it's the party where
Like
they're
she's in
protecting
high
children,
school.
Conrad.
they're protecting women and
They're
children.
protecting the children, Conrad. There had to have been a reason.
Yeah, like you elect people like Matt Gates, and it's like,
Bro,
Future
what?
Attorney General Matt Gates, I'll have you know.
Dude.
dude, I
Future
just,
Wonder,
but
perhaps.
like the MTGs and Boeberts of the world, like, they're not bringing their factions into line. In fact, they are whipping them up into a frenzy. Lauren Boebert co-wrote. The only reason I brought her up is she co-wrote the legislation with Thomas Massey to release the files.
Lauren Boebert is full of shit.
I hate her.
Margie Taylor Greene, though, I do legitimately believe she believes this shit. Lauren
I'm
Boebert's a
sure.
grifter. You got to remember, half of these people are grifters. You got to
Oh, of
decide.
course.
You got to figure out which are the grifters and which are not. Margie Taylor Greene
Definitely
legitimately
believes.
believes this shit.
She
Lauren
believes what she
Boebert
said.
is
Grifter.
just playing a character. Thomas Massey is a libertarian, but I think he's also playing a character.
Yeah. I think they all are. I think there's very few people that are their true selves when they get to Congress, Republican or Democrat.
Shout out Bernie Sanders.
Shout out Bernie.
He just
Bernie would
stands
never
on
be on any
business.
list.
Dude, he really does.
My man just is probably enjoying some ice cream up in Vermont right now.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just move to Vermont.
I would in a heartbeat. Manchester, Vermont, top 5 town in America. Not a
I've never
city.
been.
Has one of the best breakfast places I've ever been to. Has one of the best hotels that I've ever stayed at. Has a very nice shopping area. I love Manchester, Vermont.
I want to move to Madison.
Me too. Me too.
We were between Madison, Wisconsin, and Durham, North Carolina, and we chose Durham.
Kind of a ridiculous choice, man.
We
Well,
did. We ended up like it was
It's
going to be
cost of
easier.
living.
Dude, it was the hospitals.
Ah, okay, that makes
that makes
sense.
sense. That makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
Duke and UNC, like, dude, we,
Research Triangle.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Like Susie was doing some wild stuff in her hemont clinic. Like they were doing outpatient bone marrow transplantation, transplants, outpatient like CAR T therapy, which is just like nuts. Usually you have to be inside the hospital for an extended period of time because they essentially like wipe out your immune system.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like the stuff they were doing outpatient was nuts. The program was, dude, it was so impressive what she was doing. Dude, I was in research, and this is what pisses me off with like them cutting all the grant funding and stuff like that. I was in research. Some of it was going to pan out, some of it wasn't. But one of the things that did pan out was a medication called Enzivant, where basically it would be this shot for to to help people born without a thymus. You inject it. It was an intramuscular shot of like thymus tissue, and it would go into your leg, and then you would grow a thymus up here, dude.
Oh.
Jesus.
Like,
Damn.
yeah, it's like they didn't inject you like with a whole like organ. It's just like I don't know, like processed bits of tissue, and then it would somehow like tell your body to grow a thymus where it should be.
That's so
That's
cool.
crazy.
And I'm just kind of like, dude, yeah. Anyways, so that's how we ended up in Durham. We would have, I would have liked to stay, but the cost of living was starting to get a little bit too much. Dude, we were bringing, I mean, I don't want to say like the cost of living because, dude, we made good money down there.
Yeah.
But with the overhead as well as saving up, our rent was going up, houses were going up, and the cost of borrowing was going up. And then if we wanted to have kids, you have
Starts adding up.
childcare. And I was just like, dude, we're not going to be able to do it. And we were taking in 160,000 a year,
Holy
160,
shit.
170 for both of us. Like we were doing really well, but like rent's 2K a month. You have student loans, and it's just like, how are you supposed to save up 20% so that way you're not hit with mortgage insurance
Yeah.
on like a $600,000 home?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Dude, that's just fucking insane. And God, I just got bored and I was looking at homes, just like how much of a down payment realistically would I need. And it's like you gotta put so much fucking money down just to buy a fucking house. And even then, you still will get fucked over by like some company that wants to buy like a million homes. It's just heartbreaking.
Dude, and think about this too. You have closing costs.
It's
You
the
have to
bullshit
pay.
shit. It's the little bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And it's, I don't know, man. Um, us young people really need to stick together. Like, I mean, I think at this point we have to kind of reframe things. We're going to be the ones inheriting this debt. We're going to be the ones inheriting this situation, and we're going to have to make lemonade out of like fucking rotten lemons.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's where maybe I'll differ. Maybe this is, a little bit of copium. Maybe this is a little, I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that by 2030, 2031, I think we're going to be in a really good spot to live out the rest of our lives in a much more meaningful way economically and in a much more feasible way. I think, new president. I think we're gonna see, and I've been saying this ad nauseum since January, since this podcast started. Um, I think we're gonna see a equal leftward shift to what we just saw to the right,
I hope.
and I think that we're going to. I think this like abundance theory. I have like 80 pages left in that book, Conrad. This like abundance theory. I think this is gonna start to take hold in a lot of people that are running's mind. Not all of it. I don't agree with all of it either. But I think just like the concept of like building things and make things can be easier than they currently are. Like I was telling Oliver, I just read the chapter on governance where it talks about Josh Shapiro and how I-95 got
Mm-hmm.
rebuilt so quickly. It's because the state of Pennsylvania declared an emergency when I-95 burned down, so they were able to skip through all of the government rules and regulations in that entire process and just able to build the damn thing in 2 weeks. Otherwise, it would have taken a year.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy to think about. By the way, just going back to the home ownership, that $20,000 Kamala was going to give first time home buyers would be really nice right now. That'd be
So,
really fucking nice right
and
now.
Dude,
I think
I don't even think that was the best part of it. The best part of it is that was perfect to reward people who are in the moment right now to buy a home. But the fix was in. It wasn't like she was just subsidizing the problem. She was attacking its like direct cause, which is lack of supply.
Yes.
3 million housing units. That's like the most important part. That was the icing on the cake. Whenever someone says no policies, like it just makes me want to explode because
Yeah.
they were so good.
There were
They were so
policies. They
good.
were just not paying attention.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we weren't good at messaging.
Dude, it's
I
crazy.
think with what Democrats are doing now, messaging wise, if we reran that campaign, everybody would know what the policy was.
Dude, if we reran that campaign, we would have populist Kamala Harris and populist Tim Walz fucking running
Exactly.
roughshod over JD Vance and Low Boy Donald.
Yeah, dude. I like with the housing thing. Like every candidate is running on that. Like Mikey Sherrill in New Jersey,
Dude,
housing is a massive
dude,
like
it's an
how.
issue here in Texas, man.
And you guys have like some of the best. Like I hate to give the state of Texas a compliment, but
Grid
regulations wise,
regulations.
you guys have some of the best. You have the best building environment in the country. People aren't leaving California to go to Texas because it's too liberal or too woke. I'm sure some big names, i.e., Elon Musk, are doing that. People are leaving because they're actually able to get an apartment or a house in Texas for a reasonable sum of money.
Here's the thing: if I wanted to, I could get a one-bedroom apartment for like $750 here in Houston. It's gonna be in the hood, but I can do that. It's a reasonable price. Me and my friend Anthony, we were looking at an apartment in DC. He gets 25% off because he's the maintenance man there. Two-bedroom apartment is $4,000 before the discount, right? $4,000. And I'm like,
Insane.
fuck that shit, man. It's
Dude,
ridiculous.
how much do you have to make to cover that? That's 4,000 times 12. Like that's $48,000 a year in
Just in
rent.
housing. Just in housing.
Dude, that's almost how much I make in a year. That's more than I make like after my taxes come out.
That's crazy, bro.
That's
It's
insane.
fucking crazy. This, just this environment's fucking insane. It's
So that's why I think by the time 2031, that's in 6 years. I think these policies are going to be implemented, and I think we are going to build the fuck out of housing because every Republican president has left in a recession, and the easiest way for the government to get out of a recession is by building things. And I
new
think
jobs.
infrastructure projects are awesome. I love infrastructure. Why don't we do government funded?
Bernie Sanders wanted to do that back in
Yep.
2020.
Why don't we just build housing?
Job
So
for all.
it
Dude,
also Abundance talks about this apartment complex in like near San Francisco or in San Francisco, where they used all private money to skip out on all the regulations that come with using government money. So it was funded by the Charles Schwab and his wife basically funded this thing. They had stipulations that like the average cost for each unit for this affordable housing complex has to stay below 400K and one or two other things. But that was infinitely easier to do because you don't have to go through zoning regulations or anything like that because it's a privately funded project.
It's crazy. And by the way, another thing, I would like to reboot the housing. I don't think we have a housing issue. I think there are more than enough empty houses in this country. I think the problem is greedy landlords. I think the problem is companies owning homes, and I think the problem is affordability as a whole. I'm going
So
to use Texas as an example. I just said I can get an apartment for $750 here. My utilities are going to be twice as high as the nation. I would pay. I'm going to pay like $200 for an electricity bill here because we have our own grid. Uh, Property taxes here in Texas are ridiculous because we don't pay state income tax. It's crazy. And there are homes. There are empty homes right now in Washington D.C. There is something like the empty housing per building in DC is like 40%. You can get an apartment. It's just fucking $4,000 a month.
that's
We
wild.
have housing. We just have greedy ass fucking landlords. What the government needs to do is the government needs to fucking cap that shit. Cap the fucking rent. I'm sorry, if you have a two-bedroom apartment, why are you charging $40,000 a year
Hmm.
to live there?
Yeah. I think housing and affordability of housing go hand in hand, obviously.
Yep.
And I think someone like Zoran, like, he's committed to not only doing rent freezes, but also building more housing in the
Yep.
city. And I think you have to have a two-pronged approach to approach it.
Exactly.
I also think another benefit of this pendulum swing back to the left is going to be responsible capitalism policies that I think will have universal fucking approval.
People like capitalism, and I
I
give capitalism a lot of shit. But people like regulation on capitalism too.
so
They don't want a laissez-faire economy.
I I love capitalism more than most in my area.
And I'm
Like I
more on our friend group.
Yeah, I love capitalism more than anybody. I will still defend a billionaire's right. I will still defend a billionaire's right to exist.
You're wrong.
Which is fine. We can disagree, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think what we have right now is untenable. I think what Europe has is a little bit too much because it stifles growth. It's a very responsible capitalism, but it stifles growth. Um, I think this country is capable. I think some of the bullshit rules and regulations that we have for like building things and all of that, like what abundance gets into, we have to repeal some of those and streamline things. That's why like people were like, "Oh, government deficiency." They supported government deficiency because it is something that is desperately needed. But we don't need just firing USAID workers to make it look like we're saving money. We need actual government efficiency.
Yes.
Um, the other thing that I think we need responsible regulations on stuff like price gouging, whether it's we get price gouged everywhere, whether it's concert tickets, plane tickets, buying a house, buying an apartment, renting an apartment, going to the grocery store,
Insurance.
insurance,
Hmm.
Big one.
obviously, college.
Dude, I'm trying to get auto insurance. I had an accident in the past and it's my fault. I was an idiot. But dude,
Oh, dude,
why
they
am
get
I
you.
Oh, bro, $300 a month. $300 a month for auto insurance because I don't know. I'm trying to get liability insurance right now. $125 a month. Any other driver, liability insurance is about $25 a month. I'm getting 100. My best rate was 125. These
See,
companies are evil.
I think instead of having you do that, instead of forcing someone to pay $1,200 extra for the year, just make them take a driving course again,
Yes,
or charge them a little bit, like charge them $50 extra for like 6 months, but if they don't have an accident, then cut it back to what it was.
dude.
Reward good behavior.
Then and they will never do that because it will
No,
affect their bottom line.
unless you make them.
Dude,
I
there was a time back in the day where if you drove well, like your auto insurance would go down.
I know it's never going to be like that.
No, man.
What a magical time.
Dude, I am telling you, we are going to be taking rate like crazy. And you know how much rate we have taken over the past like 5 years?
How much?
Dude, so
A lot.
my book of business for a whole year, direct written premium, um, 2021, it was about $21 million. It's $48 million now.
God
Jesus,
damn.
bro, that's just insane. Because it
Let's just put it at like 25 million, but it's essentially doubled. It's essentially doubled.
That's
laissez-faire
fair.
capitalism will be the death of this country.
And I think that most billionaires are smart enough to know, most of them, not the Bezos and Elons of the world. Um, Most of them are smart enough to know that this will happen and they can either get with the program, or if they're not getting with the program, they're still price gouging, they're still being shady as fuck. You find the actual fuck out of them, and not just a slap on the wrist. You do what the EU does and find them like hundreds of billions of dollars. You destroy their bottom line.
I love your idea. I'm sorry for interrupting.
You're
I
good.
love your idea, Noah. Instead of instead of a flat rate instead of a flat rate, you know what I think we should do instead?
Mm-hmm.
The amount that they stole from the public,
Yeah, give it
just
back.
times two, times
Yeah,
two,
yeah.
and then if it's something legitimately egregious, something like legitimately egregious, I think we just start going into how much your company's worth. My
Yeah.
company, okay, you're a $1 billion company. Well, I'm sorry, but give me 5% of your revenue. I want 5% of that billion. Make it work.
I think that sorry, but like the reason why the new iPhones have USB-C now is because the EU fined the fuck out of them and went after them and said that you are literally gouging people because you're making them buy 15 different chargers.
Yep.
That would never happen in the US. It would have happened if Lena Khan was still in charge of the FTC.
Yep.
But we need to
Shout out Lena
bring
Khan.
shout
And
out Lena
also,
Khan.
fuck everyone in that campaign for not saying she was going to come back.
Yeah.
Fuck her Silicon Valley donors.
Yep. Scared little bitches.
I love Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
I'm watching the Washington Commanders championship highlights now.
Okay. I would just like to remind you what Saquon Barkley was doing all offseason.
Listen, brother, I knew you were going to bring that up. That's why I didn't say it earlier during the Rams highlights. I love
I'm just
Saquon
saying.
Barkley.
Okay.
I love the art, not the artist. Like Kanye West. Did you know Kanye West died after Donda?
Yeah, Kanye West actually died in 2021. I don't know who this
After
new clone
Donda
is.
dropped, which was wild.
This is AI.
I mean, he got a little crazy at the end, but then Donda happened, and then he died, and it was like, oh, just some good music.
Moon is one of my favorite songs to listen to at night.
Bro, my favorite is 24. Do you know that's a tribute to Kobe? That's a great song.
Dude.
Anything else you guys want to add? I want to go swimming. I'm ready.
Dude, no, I mean, no, like, overall, it's,
I
I don't know.
we
We get through, right?
Yeah. Listen,
Dude,
I
I'm
can't-
telling you right now, if we're going to build anything, Great Lakes High-Speed Rail. Put it through all the
Yes.
swing
I knew you were gonna
states.
say that. Let's go.
Put it through all the swing
Let's
states.
go.
Great Lakes
Yes.
High Speed Rail.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine being able to go from Erie to Green Bay and back in the day and go watch the Packers play.
It's like, yeah, man, fuck yeah. They're fucking
Magical.
connected to Madison.
Guys, literally,
Dude.
last week,
Rochester, Buffalo, Erie, Cleveland. I would go Detroit, then go across, like, I don't know, is it Grand Rapids, East Lansing? I think East
Yeah.
Lansing. Hop down,
Just skip
Chicago,
just skip all of
Milwaukee,
fucking
Madison,
Yep.
Minneapolis.
Yep.
Des Moines.
Dude, perfect. Des Moines.
And then from
Skip
there,
all of
you can.
Indiana. Fuck that
You can
state.
connect it. Like,
Oh,
guys, like, I know I talk about how great the trains are up here and all of that, but literally, last week on Wednesday, we left my house at like 2. It's like 7 of us. 2 of my cousins, my sister, my grandma, and then my aunt and uncle. I drive to New York. As always, ridiculous to drive through. My least favorite area to drive. I hate driving in the state of New Jersey so much. Because
New Jersey or New York?
just in general, this entire area, the distance is so low. We went to the mall the other day. It was like 15 miles away. It took an hour to get back because traffic was so bad.
Wild. I drove 15
No.
miles casually. Bro, I drove 35 miles to pick my friend up at the airport.
I saw.
40
Bro,
minutes.
I will say the airport is 10 minutes, like 20 miles or 20 minutes away from the house if you time things right. But we get there, we eat lunch, it's all of that. It's like 3 o'clock, and we're like, oh, we want to go to the Broadway show today and not tomorrow. New York while driving would take you like an hour and a half to get through rush hour traffic and everything. We literally just like hop on a subway. We're there in 45 minutes, and we're able to go to the Broadway show. We hang out in New York. The allegations that New York isn't safe at night, all of that bullshit. We were literally at Times Square, and it was like we were just having fun. We got very overpriced tacos, but they were very good.
They looked good, actually.
They were phenomenal, and we took an Uber on the way home because it was midnight and no adult wanted to let us on the train. But dude, it makes things so much easier to do when they're just like, okay, you just gotta hop on a train and you're in the biggest city in the country in 40 minutes.
Bro, I have so many stories like that in DC, man. Just like taking a bus after a fun night out, taking the train. And, it's just a therapeutic experience as well. Just like legitimately a fun experience. Jake Elliott really sucked these playoffs, man. He missed
Good.
like 5 field goals.
He's
in
a bum.
2 games.
I hate Jake
Super Bowl
Elliott.
champion Jake Elliott, though.
Jake
2-time
Elliott
Super Bowl champion.
Most
But no,
overrated kicker.
it genuinely is so nice and so convenient to have that public transportation option.
Yeah, especially trains, not buses. You still gotta sit in traffic.
We may have to cut this from the pod.
Okay.
But okay, I want to make a video that is just like, yo man, I don't know how to nicely ask this, but I know like a certain population who's really fucking smart about one thing might be interested in like maybe doing some research on like Great Lakes high speed rail.
I love
Does
it.
anybody want to figure out this problem for me of a
Call it
certain
call it the MAGA line.
the MAGA line?
I don't know where we get the MAGA, but like what would be like
Make America.
mega area
No, Mega American.
great acceleration rail.
There we go.
Acceleration rail is one word though.
Nah,
That's just
fuck
one
that.
letter.
Fuck that. Yeah. Um. No, dude. I think that like I say it time and time again. If you look at Princeton, New Jersey, obviously it's a nice college town. So is Syracuse, New York.
No, it's
Hmm.
The
not.
reason,
Syracuse is not nice.
okay, so is Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Okay, I'll give you that.
But the reason
And
why,
Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
no, no. Let's. Tyrese Halliburton's from there. They had a pretty cool thrift store. I got to Chase out, New Jersey.
That was a cool thrift store.
I loved my supporter housing there. Everything else, the cheese curds. I do miss the cheese curds. But the town of Princeton,
Proximity
New
to
Jersey
Madison.
does feasibly so much better than like a comparable city somewhere else. You know, even if you put a college campus there, it will do so much better. Their businesses will do so much better because it is literally connected to the biggest train network in the country.
Yeah, 100%. I
Like
mean,
edit,
yeah.
like Edison, New Jersey, like all of these little towns, New Brunswick, even where Rutgers is. The train station goes to the heart of that city. There are businesses right around it that all do well because there's a train station right there that people are using to get in and out every single day.
Mm.
Dude, I just think like you eventually are going to need to get people up to the Great Lakes. You're going to need to reverse migrate the population because we're not going to be able to sustain
It's
elsewhere.
also not only that, but like it's also a untapped region for this country to make money in.
Bro, it's such a cool fucking region, man.
Like those cities are cool and people deserve to go to them. Flying from, connectivity wise, a city like Oshkosh, even a city like Madison, not great connectivity wise if you're flying. But if it takes you even like 5, 6 hours to go from New York to Madison, it's a 12-hour drive. If you can cut that in half and someone can just hop on a train and get there in a day, they're going to get so many more visitors.
Dude, I mean, bro, I'm
Like,
not even
think
joking.
about
Like,
tourism,
dude, for real. Even right now, man, I'm like seriously considering moving to Madison.
right? Like,
D- Yeah, I
im-
mean, that's just a game changer.
like imagine hosting the World Cup in this country, but instead of people having to rent a car and fly everywhere, and rent a car in each different spot just to get to the stadium because there's not a train to go to the stadium and all of that. And instead of all of that hassle, think about how much money those cities would make. That instead of having to spend money on flights, they were able to get cheap, affordable, fast trains. Then they would have that money to actually spend at your businesses. They
And
could get a nicer hotel.
by the way, too, we were talking about affordable housing. You just build more affordable housing along the high speed rail, and you're just fucking good. Just public transportation along the high speed
Dude,
rail.
the
Oh, let me take a train from my small town in Indiana to the high speed rail. I commute to Chicago. Indianapolis to Chicago, man, right there.
Dude, like if there was something like that in Erie, you could realistically work in Buffalo, Cleveland, Buffalo. You could
Pittsburgh. It's not.
uh I mean, it wouldn't be it would be it's 2 hours down south.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking more of the mountains or the hills.
so like just in I don't want to say where it is. I have before. I just don't feel like it right now. Where I live in New Jersey, tiny ass town. We have built at least 1,000 new apartments in the last 10 years
That's wild.
in this tiny ass town, and we just like a project just got announced to build 272 more. And all of that is possible because the train allows people to live here and work in New York, or work in New York, or work in Trenton, or
Or
even
Philly.
Philadelphia. Yup. Literally up and down. Even if you're working remotely and like say your company's headquartered in Boston or DC, you can go up there or down there, 2 times a week and like be able to afford it because your standard of living
Dude,
expenses are much
That's right.
lower.
we gotta have like some Dude, there has to be like somebody who can put this together.
So, did y'all see the transcontinental railroad thing that was getting thrown
Yeah,
about last week?
I
And it
don't.
was rumored to be privately funded too.
No.
Yeah. So, Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern discuss merger to create transcontinental railroad. AP source says.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yep. So wait, this is from actually Houston Chronicle
Oh
35 minutes
shit.
ago.
Hell yeah, man. What does it say?
Um, that would connect the east and west coast. It would combine the largest and smallest of the country's six major freight railroads. They declined to comment. And I think if you have freight trail tracks that go there, like you just gotta, because the issue with high speed rail in this country, this article doesn't really say anything interesting. I'm gonna be real, but the issue with high speed rail, like just taking the Northeast corridor, is that they invested in trying to build these like high speed trains. They never updated the tracks. So these tracks that like the Northeast corridor, which handles like $20 billion of business a year at least, probably way more than that. The tracks that it relies on are 100 years old and were built before World War I in some instances, is World War II in some instances. So you can't run high speed rail on these tracks.
Which is
If you
sad.
build, if you just like, if you just build new tracks concurrently, you'll be able to do that. You'll have much more fuel efficient, faster trains, and more people will ride them.
Yeah. 100%.
The New York subway, for all the shit it gets, I have never once felt unsafe on it, and it lets me go literally anywhere in all five boroughs and it literally costs $2.49 for a 40-minute train ride from Queens to Manhattan.
Wild.
dude.
It's beautiful. It's air conditioned, Wi-Fi works for the most part. Like, what more do you want?
It's it's infuriating, man, how invested some people are in like New York City's problems or Chicago's problems. Just focus on. It doesn't matter whether the New York subway is safe for you, Janice. All right, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna go there.
It's
Janice in
all
Muncie, Indiana.
You know.
It's always the people that will never ever go to New York that complain about. Dude, even JD Vance got a lot of shit for this, as he should. But call California a shithole and complain about it, and then you take your family there for a vacation.
Yeah, of course.
Like, bro,
How many vacations is that for him?
I think he's gone on like 21 little trips with his family in the last 6 months.
Dude, can I tell you like my personal and this is going to this tangent is probably coming from such a place of privilege, but like, dude, we don't go on vacation.
Yes.
I haven't been on a vacation.
Yup.
Um, the last vacation Susie and I took was in 2022 when we were both making decent coin when I swam across Lake Tahoe.
A
And
like
then before that, didn't take a vacation.
I think my family went from 2014 to 2022. No, sorry. Like, okay, much less stress. Like 20, I'd say like 2014 to 2022 without doing anything extra besides like the 2, 3 obligatory like visit to go see your grandparents in India. Where even then it's just like you're saying you're not doing anything special there. Like we went 8 years because my mom went back to school. There were those expenses like we had just got a new house, like all of that.
Yeah, my family never went on vacation before last December. Like, literally never. Like,
Dude,
that was our first vacation ever, and we went to Paris. And
That's really fucking cool. I didn't know that.
yeah,
Base as fuck.
we were poor, like dead ass poor.
Me and Oliver were talking about like I think part of the reason that we're friends is that we both lived on all the spectrums.
We both very uniquely have done that because my path is a little different. Connor, I don't know if you know this. So basically, what happened is I grew up middle class, like as a little kid. Then we became rich. My dad bought this huge ass home in like Rock Creek Park, D.C. Gorgeous. FBI raids our house. We became instantly destitute, like dead ass, just like dirt poor. We were about to be homeless for like 2 seconds. My mom puts herself through school. We're poor until like I'm in high school when she starts her job, and then we just work our way up into the middle class.
Dude, that's fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Mine is a lot less roller coaster. When my parents came here, like brand new country, they have to start over again at like 38,
it's
37,
crazy.
38 something. Um, their credit card limit to run an entire household in 2007, 2008 was $5,000.
Crazy.
Um, and then they kind of just like grinded their way up, paid for my mom's college in there, paid for a new house, paid for my college. Now they're gonna have to pay for my sister's college. Like, it's insane because, like, dude, a decade ago, we'd go out to eat and it would be like, okay, you and your sister are sharing a plate. And now it's like, okay, like, there are little things like that that don't feel as little because you do remember the past.
Dude, I remember eating fucking mac and cheese for like a solid 6 months. We were just, that's
That
where we were.
Kraft mac and cheese.
Kraft mac and cheese, brother. Stouffer's as
Been
well.
Kraft mac and cheese. I burnt that
Dude,
shit in the microwave a couple times back in the day.
my mom wouldn't let me touch that shit. I what was the other thing? There was a lot of lasagna. Weirdly enough, a lot of right after my dad got arrested, there was a that same day people just left lasagnas on our porch, and I just remember that they were not good lasagnas. Nonetheless, it's the thought that counts.
It's a thought that counts.
But bro, it was fucking wild. Like if my grandma wasn't there, we would have been homeless. It's crazy. By the way, and just a small little tangent, but that's why Snap, TAMF, shit like that exists, and that's why it's so pivotal. Medicaid, it's not there for people to use it long term. Now there are some people who need it long term, but there are some people, what like my friend Anthony would say, he grew up poor. He grew up really fucking poor. And he has seen it firsthand. People have taken advantage of Medicaid, SNAP benefits, and shit like that. They'll have like 8 kids so they can have the benefits for the rest of their lives, right? But dude, these benefits are here for 6 months. Your average person who's on food stamps only needs them for 6 months, which is crazy.
Dude, that will always be something that's near and dear to my heart because when my parents were young, they were on SNAP or food stamps at the time when they had me, and I mean, it just gave them breathing room to get
Yeah,
their feet on the ground. And if you think about that, that's like the best investment you can make. You know, I don't want to say fuck the parents, but fuck the parents. Do it for the kid because like the fact of the matter is like ch- the parents' sins are not the child's to bear.
yep.
The
It's up to
parents'
the
Exactly.
sin,
father.
yep, they're not the child's to bear. Absolutely not.
Um,
Absolutely
the
not.
the only reason I laughed at that is because in Wisconsin, this pro life person came up to me and we're talking about what happens if a rape occurs or something like that in terms of abortion,
She
and
said
she
sins of the
goes,
father.
the sins of the father shouldn't affect the child.
Well, the mothers should not have to bear that cross.
Exactly.
Dude,
Um, Wild.
Why is
Just
it her cross to
do you
bear?
think those people ever talk to like their spouses about what
no.
they would do in a situation where
So
uh,
this is why I always asked the males if they had sisters, and then if they did have sisters, I knew I had them
yeah,
because I gotta make you feel it,
I got
yeah,
economics, but that
huh?
dude, that works too, man. It's always the sisters.
Sisters are the economy, really.
Sisters are the economy.
Um, yeah, dude. I think all of these things, that's why I think I really want to see if Zoran's able to implement the grocery store thing in New York, even if you do like I said, like even if you do like 10 test grocery stores, right, and you run them for like 3 months, um, I think that will do a really good job of keeping costs low for people. It also employs people. Um, I'm really excited to see how a policy like that works out because I think that's something that has potential for the future because we already have state-run liquor stores.
Dude, exactly. Virginia. Doesn't New Jersey? New Jersey's one of those places, right?
I don't think we
No,
do.
no, you're not. I know Texas might be. I know Virginia though. Virginia has ABC Liquor, and ABC Liquor fucking sucks.
Oh, dude,
Um,
North Carolina had ABC liquor. Fuck that shit.
Shit's ass,
Yo,
bro.
I think the Democrats should run on a platform of like, let's get people back to work. Let's get people back. If you want to make America great again, like, dude, like I understand. Uh, dude, I think we need a big public works
I
infrastructure
100%
project.
agree.
Dude, like get people back to work, get people using their hands, give them the opportunity, give them like good union benefits. Dude,
I
oh
agree.
man.
Um, Alabama, Idaho, Iowa, Maine, Michigan, Mississippi, Montana, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wyoming.
Pennsylvania.
Fine Wine and Good Spirits is a state-run liquor store.
Mhm.
Really?
Yup,
Yep.
and that shit's magical. But that's why it's also pretty cost-effective.
Hmm.
But, well, anything else to add, y'all? I don't think there's been any new updates that I've seen. I was looking occasionally.
We'll just see how this plays out.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm still gonna say that I feel like MAGA will ultimately come back into the fold because they're too scared to do anything else. But if there's anything that gets them to fight back and understand what's happening, and what has been happening to them, it's this. I think they're gonna whatever files get released are gonna be fake files. It's just not gonna be the real thing. Do not believe it to be the real thing. It is exactly what Donald Trump wants you to see and believe.
Exactly.
Watch,
And
it's gonna be like Clinton, Obama, and Biden written in crayon.
yeah, actually, he's gonna recreate the drawing of the naked lady and just write Biden there instead of Donald.
It's gonna be funny as shit.
But yeah, um, that was us talking about the shit show that is the United States of America for the last hour and a half. Thank
God
you guys
bless
for watching.
America.
God bless America.
Hold on. What are we doing this weekend?
Ooh, also food that we ate because we said we would
That's
do that.
true. That is true.
Oh
Although I
man.
would like to say it'd take me 23 hours to get to your house from my house.
Pull up, lock in.
Um, well, I have a pretty weird weekend. I'm driving from Houston to DC, so it's gonna be pretty fucking fun. And the best food I ate this week, I made really good chili. I've been making good chili last couple weeks. I've been trying to master that, and I think that's probably the best thing I had.
Nice.
Nice.
Connor,
Nice.
what about you?
We're going to an engagement party down in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Um, so it will be really nice. We're gonna get us and the dogs out of the house, go to a bigger city for a weekend. It will be nice.
Nice.
Back to the old stomping grounds. So we'll be in Bloomfield. So I'm really really excited just to get out of Dodge for at
That
least a night.
fair.
Dude, I bet.
Fair. That's awesome.
And then the best thing I ate this week, it's kind of like I don't know how to call it, like a chicken scampi. Um, but we grilled the chicken outside after marinating it for a day. Susie tosses it up in like some, I don't know, it's like rice. She throws some vegetables in it, does something with wine, and then we throw the chicken in from the grill, and it is just so good. So
Dude,
good.
sounds great.
That sounds awesome. Um, I don't think I have much planned. I had a pretty hectic last week, so I'm kind of just chilling. I have played, I think, 15 hours of college football since Monday. Um, we are grinding. Temple is going to the college football playoff in year
Hell
four.
yeah, brother.
I'm happy to say we not only beat Penn State in Penn State, we beat Notre Dame at home, and quite frankly, we kicked Notre Dame's ass. I threw a pick six, but otherwise the final score would have been 28-7. Um, so we're gonna keep grinding on that. Best thing I ate a lot of good food this week. The tacos at the taco place were pretty damn good. I also had a guava margarita
Ooh.
there, which is so good.
Sounds great.
Um, went to this Indian Chinese place, which is a fusion cuisine that the Indians have invented that is very good. Um, got some chicken there. That was got some fried chicken there. That was phenomenal. And went to this nice Italian restaurant a couple days ago and got really good pizza. I know this is a multi-pronged answer, but this pasta that I had was like an almond pesto.
Oh,
Ooh.
Dog, it was so good.
bro, shit sounds
Also,
good.
really quick, because this news item just popped up. It is not related to Trump at all. The director of the NFLPA just resigned
Oh.
because of Pablo Torre and his reporting.
Oh.
Because
Good.
basically, what Pablo Torre found out is that the NFL colluded to avoid paying guaranteed money to quarterbacks after Deshaun Watson got his fully guaranteed deal, using Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, and that the NFLPA helped hide it, and so the NFL union helped hide it, did not tell them, and then as a quid pro quo, there was like a closed doors process to elect this guy Lloyd Howell, who had no union experience or anything like that prior to it. There was a closed doors process, no transparency, and then J.C. Treader, who was the outgoing person in charge, got a job right afterwards. So very quid pro quo. And then today, new reporting. Pablo released new reporting today. I did not get to fully check out what was said there, but the the executive director of the NFL union has resigned.
Good.
Phenomenal.
Good work.
And once again, good reporting. I think that's a full circle for this episode. Good reporting matters a lot. So shout out to the
Good
people that
reporting
do
matters.
it. But thank you guys for watching another episode of The Arena. Peace.